Last thing I kind of want to touch on with the All-Star game because it's a big issue. Shohei Ohtani was the top NL vote getter. Now, do I think he should have been the top vote getter in the NL? No. Quite
Who do you
frankly,
think should have been?
I think you could have argued Abrams.
That's
I
fair.
think you could have argued Marsh.
I think. Yep.
I probably lean Marsh
I think so too.
just because, actually, if you really want to get crazy, I think a guy that's not even on this paper should have been the top vote getter.
Oh yeah, the
I think
guy
it
with
should be Kyle
maybe
Schwarber.
30 home runs.
I think Kyle Schwarber should be the starting DH. And now I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant, and
I think I agree with the rant
the
you're going to go on here.
the Corey from April would be in disbelief hearing the Corey from June right now because the Phillies are getting jobbed here. The fact that Ohtani, who is the top vote getter, now he's locked in at DH, one, should not be the starting DH, should not be starting the All-Star game. You have Mizorowski and Christopher Sanchez, who should both get the opportunity before Ohtani. And they said that if Ohtani were to pitch at all in the All-Star game, he would have to start because it would be impractical for him to warm up in the bullpen if he was DHing. And I think that's a load of malarkey.
It's an all-star game. Who cares?
It's an all-star game. One, don't pitch him. We don't need to see him pitch. That's one, simple as that. We don't need to see him pitch. Two, take him out of DH, then send him to the bullpen. Just bring him in as a pitcher. It's an all-star exhibition.
Yeah,
Those
most
rules
players don't play
matter.
the whole game.
Right. Take him out after 2 at-bats and then send him to the pen. Or don't use him. Don't pitch him.
Is he even an eligible pitcher?
Yes.
I mean, because for the longest time, he wasn't even an eligible
He's
pitcher.
eligible. But how about start the Cy Young favorite, or at least one of the 2 Cy Young favorites in their home ballpark, and Christopher Sanchez? And the fact that the guy with 30 home runs before July can't start an all-star game? I mean, what are we doing? This is the biggest indictment on the fan vote, bigger than the Ernie Clement being the AL's leading vote getter. This is embarrassing. Ohtani is not worthy of starting the All-Star game. Point blank, period, end of sentence. Like, are we kidding? The fact that Kyle Schwarber, 30 home runs before July 1st, cannot start in Philadelphia. For one, Philly fans, you don't deserve a winning baseball team right now. You couldn't get on your computer and vote for Kyle Schwarber. Like, what are you guys doing?
I voted for
your team was bad, that went on an insane run to become one of the best teams in baseball. You have me saying that, and I wrote them off for dead 2 months ago, and you couldn't vote your own guy in as the All-Star game starting DH. You had to get beaten out by Ohtani, who's having one of the worst offensive years of his career. Like, what is Ohtani doing offensively that's so special?
Just two-way. That's it, because he pitches.
Two-way. He won a Rookie of the Year.
He's batting 300, though, right?
I mean, his whole career is what ifs. He won a Rookie of the Year because, maybe he could pitch and hit, but he didn't really do that. With the Angels, he really didn't play as a great two-way player. He's had a couple great two-way seasons, first 50-50 hitter and all that. And you have to respect it. But does he really need to start the All-Star game as a pitcher and a DH? No. Christopher Sanchez should be the All-Star game starting pitcher, and Kyle Schwarber should be the starting DH. And the fact that it's Ohtani is terrible for the sport of baseball because it shows that no matter how much hard work you put in, you'll just never win a popularity contest. And that's what it is with the fan vote. Why can't the fans vote in the most deserving player? Kyle Schwarber in 2026 is a much better offensive player than Shohei Ohtani. And that's not something that's controversial. That's not something that, should get me clicks or anything like that. That's not clickbait. That's truth. Like, sign it on my tombstone. 2026 Schwarber first half is much better than Ohtani first half. And I don't think that's anything that anybody should disagree with because it's just factual.
If they disagree, they don't know baseball. That's
like, what argument is there for Ohtani to start both as a pitcher and a DH?
He doesn't.
Over Sanchez, over Mizorowski, and then over Schwarber.
There's just I mean, you can make the argument, I think, for pitching wise, I think he's having a better year pitching. I mean, like I'm trying to think, like he's a 1.58 ERA, but only 79.2 innings pitched, which I don't think is anywhere near like Sanchez and Zurkowski.
Right.
Or like,
don't pitch him. He's not. Don't
like
pitch him.
he's just like, why does he need to pitch? Like Sanchez has 117 innings pitched. Like Ohtani, I feel like he's barely eligible.
All-star starter.
Like, why is he going to be the all-star start? Like, there's no point. Like, I mean, you have like, I like, if anything, if you're going to pick someone who's not Christopher Sanchez to start the game, it should be Miz.
Yes,
it should be him. If you're going to pick anyone, it should be him. Like, not Ohtani. Like, I am tired of him getting special treatment just because he's the two-way player he is. Because
now,
I mean, for the most of the time, I mean, we talked about him being a mid-rotation guy for most of the time that he pitches. Like, he's about at most mid-rotation guy. And this year, I mean, he's having like a really good year pitching this year, but he's not pitching that much. I mean, I would say like 79 innings to 117. Sanchez, like, I feel like that has to be like just barely overqualified pitch to be a qualified pitcher, like just barely. I don't know what it would be, but I feel like that's just barely over it and stuff. And he's having that, and like hitting wise, he was having a very down year hitting wise too. I think the only thing in his favor this year hitting wise was his, I think, average. Right? Because he was bad as batting 297. That's the only thing. I mean, everything else is kind of down. I mean, he actually has 50 RBIs now on 18 because he's turned it up a bit. But I mean, like Schwarber has 30 home runs. 30 home runs before July even starts. It's not even over. 50 home runs, and you're going to give it to a guy who struggled and he has a higher average. It's like, okay, but Schwarber has 50 home runs with 55 RBIs, batting 252, which is not like, I mean, for a guy that's in that many home runs, that's not bad. I just don't know how you're going to do that and then be like, well, if he starts, we're going to start him pitching too. It's like, what? Like who? Like what is this? Is this saying like it's impractical? Is this like Ohtani himself not wanting to do it? Is this like, are they like
Dave Roberts saying it? Like, because again, the Dodgers are the ones managing the All-Star game, so they get to kind of make those decisions.
They're just gonna. It's so dumb. It is dumb. It's like considering that the Phillies next time it'll be 30 years till they host the All-Star game again.
Inconsiderate to the spirit of the All-Star game. It's inconsiderate to the city of Philadelphia. It's inconsiderate to baseball fans.
It's a shame.
It's pushing the Dodgers agenda, and the Dodgers are basically going to be the reason why baseball gets worse, not for the reason you think. It's for the reason that fans are now turning against the players and going more towards the owners in terms of the CBA argument because, the Dodgers can spend all the money they want instead of, these players are now choosing to go to the Dodgers. Like, they're limiting what teams can spend to prop up player salaries because players are choosing to go to the Dodgers for the deferred money. And that's kind of the issue with the Dodgers is they're not looking long-term at the health of the sport. They're looking what makes us look good now, and it's not working. People are turning on them, and people are going to turn on Ohtani because he's going to be the face of this and this problem.
I think this whole thing with how this happens, if Ohtani does end up being starting the pitching and starting DH, just sums up the whole tenure of Manfred as the as the commissioner. It just sums the whole thing up perfectly. Like, you have All-Star game in Philly, you can't even give the start to a Cy Young candidate, one of the Cy Young candidates, or their starting pitcher, and one of the probably I think they said third in MVP odds, like third was Schwarber there with 30 home runs, not even going to start the All-Star game. And you're just giving preferential treatment to the Dodgers, to Ohtani, and it's going to be the Dodgers that are basically, I think, might end up winning baseball, might be one of the reasons why there's going to be no baseball next year. And it just sums up everything perfectly. It's also just sums up everything perfectly. Sums up just Manfred's tenure and just how bad he's been for baseball and how bad baseball has gotten.
It's terrible.